What's going on, guys? It's Kevin from KP Detailing. If you guys are interested in following my journey, please give me a follow on Instagram at k.p_detailing. And today we're going to talk about my setup, how I came from a car to my truck, and my future plans. And let's get started.
I mean, what was the first setup you ever had?
I actually started home base, so I had to start off here in my garage, just my little electric pressure washer and the stuff that I had. And then later on, one of my homies told me like, hey, are you mobile? I'm like, not really, but I'm down. I had my, at the time, my Mustang. It was the worst thing I could probably detail out of, but I know people come through even worse conditions, but at the same time, just gotta fight through everybody's own adversity. And yeah, I ended up detailing out of my Mustang. It wasn't the best experience, but we got the job done. And eventually I sold my Mustang and got my setup done here.
And what equipment did you have in the Mustang?
The Mustang, I had my Harbor Freight 2,000 watt electric pressure washer, my garden hose, my vacuum, my 5-gallon vacuum, and my buckets, my chemicals, and that's about it, just for the Mustang.
In the Mustang?
In the Mustang. Yeah, it was all cramped up, but we somehow made it work. It sucked, but it is what it is, man. We all start from somewhere.
So Kevin, what made you upgrade to your current setup?
Keeps going back to him. Shout out to MJ Detailing Detail. I was working for him for a couple times, and he had a truck, and I didn't want to really go to the van route yet because that was going to be my daily. So I saw his setup. It's basically almost exactly just like his, with the generator, pressure washer, garden hose, water tank. Because of him, I got basically almost the same setup. I like how it is with the trifold on it, and yeah, and that's about it. Then later on we're gonna upgrade to the van.
So where did you get this truck, and how much did you spend on the truck?
So I had sold my car for $7,000. Surprisingly, I didn't get more. We tried to negotiate, but for that I had the opportunity to buy a 2005 lifted same one, Ford F-150 2005, but it was out of my budget, and I wanted something to buy my truck and my setup. I got this truck for $5,500, so $5,500, and the setup was around, let's say like an estimate of $2,500. So with that money that I had from the Mustang, I was able to get my truck and my setup done. My setup was done over there at H2O Auto Detail Supplies in West Covina, California.
So Kevin, with your current setup, what's one of your biggest struggles?
My biggest struggles right now is the fact that I do not have enough space in the bed. Unfortunately, I do have to have certain things inside the car, or I'm inside the truck, and that's something that I don't like because I'm a bigger guy. I like to have reclinable seats back and all that, and I just like to keep the truck clean. So as of right now, that's the main issue, is the fact that I don't have enough space. But at the same time, I gotta thank myself and thank God the fact that I even got a truck, because some people are working out on sedans, small cars and all that, and they don't have trucks like us or a van, but it's just those small little things, just a little struggle, and that's about it.
So what's gonna be your next upgrade?
It's gonna have to be like a paid off cash, van, thinking like a Ford Transit, something like that. And then we're gonna get the setup done over there at H2O. I was thinking about buying the van cash, getting the setup done while still running this setup, because I'm not gonna be using the water tank, this type of generator, and I may convert a Kranzel electric pressure washer. So basically all this equipment that I have right here is basically gonna be up for sale separately, or I'll sell it entirely with the truck.
You wouldn't keep it to have two trucks?
No, so I'm gonna sell this truck. Once I get when I buy the van and it gets the setup done, then I'll sell this one, because I don't want to be out of business. For example, like I don't know how long it takes for like a month, so I'd rather buy the van first, get the setup done, while still running operation in the truck. Once that's done, once my setup is done and it's ready to go, then it's gonna be for sale. Either part out the stuff like the equipment, like the generator, pressure washer, generator, water tank, or sell it completely as is.
So Kevin, do you have any advice for someone that wants to start their own detailing business? How do you think they should start?
start small. It's just simple as that. Just start small. Don't think about the big brands, the setup. You know, everybody started off, you know, at their own garage or somebody's area or space. You know, you don't really need a van straight out of it. I had that mindset, and then I realized, okay, I buy the van, and I have no clients. How am I gonna pay that off? You know, and it could be one of you guys. You know, you guys have that same mindset as I once had. You know, but I took the ultimate sacrifice. I sold my car, I got it done, and here I am. You know, I'm still trying to build my clientele, but even at the end of the day, you know, sometimes you really do got to make sacrifices in order for you to be successful, you know, in life, in your business, or anything in general. And yeah,
Start small. So Kevin, can you walk us through your equipment and what each machine does?
Yeah, so right here we got my Honda pressure washer. I got it from H2O. So basically I'm gonna keep repeating the same thing. I got my stuff mainly from H2O. I got the setup done, got the generator, water hose, water tank as well, custom metal framing, and yeah, all bolted down. Right here, this is my Harbor Freight Predator 2000 watt generator. I bought it used because, you know, it was kind of expensive. It was out of my budget, but thankfully I got it at a good price, and it works pretty fine. You know, I had no problems with it. Actually, I lied. I actually had a problem recently with the switch. Everything works fine. It's just the switch was messing up, so now it's fixed. Thank you to Hector Senior. Got it done and got it fixed. Got some extension cords, 25 feet extension plus my 100-foot extension. Got my Chemical Guys blower. My 2-bucket method, I forgot to buy lids for them, and that's something I gotta get done because, you know, preserve the chemicals and water. Got my step-up ladder, you know, for those big lifted trucks that I like doing. That's another thing. I love doing trucks. I love doing trucks, but I do want to go into luxury, but, you know, gotta have them step-up ladders. I don't want to be on top of their trucks as well. I got varieties of brushes in the corner, you know, for wheelbarrows and all that. More stuff over here, more brushes. Like I said, 2-bucket method. Got my grit guard, full 360 on 1 bucket for the rinse, and then the foam bucket. My towels. This right here is my wheel bucket with my brushes and, you know, some soap in there. Got my 4-gallon vacuum from Home Depot, rigid. You know, got my steamer as well from Harbor Freight. In the back, I don't know if you can see, but got some spare gas, you know, just for the pressure washer, the generator as it runs out. Got some chemicals, like I said, I just bought Coach Chemi, Green Star, and P&S Pearl. Shout out to Avina for giving me on the game and all that. And yeah, that's about it on the outside as well.
And the tank, how many gallons is your tank?
That one is 65 gallons, but it's usually run 50 because of the plumbing. The last 10 gallons is for the plumbing. I don't like to run it all the way empty before it gets air in the system, and it kind of messes up the water pump as well. And over here, you know, I got my gallons of my products and some sprays that I still don't even use anymore because, you know, I just got upgraded to some. And right here's my Agua Pro Vac extractor. I don't like carrying it inside the truck because it just, you know, gives up a lot of space. And, you know, until certain clients want extractions or we're going to focus on full details or interior details, then I'll take it out. And over here, I got my little caddy for stuff that, like, for example, my clays and waxes, clays and sealants, you know. Got my iron decon, my foam cannon that I'm gonna start using in a bit. Over here, got my truck. I like to have stuff like this. Another caddy, my spray bottles, my wheel cleaner, foam cannons, more towels, and then my towels right here as well. And that's about it. All right, guys, there you guys have it. You guys got a rundown of how I got my setup done, where I got it from, and if you guys have any questions or any advice that what I should do on my future plans or on my setup right now, drop it down in the comments down below. And if you guys want to continue following my journey, please give me a follow on Instagram at k.p_detailing. See you guys on the next one.